Hello, I'm Dr. Geck, and I want to share with you some summer sun tips. Now, believe it or not, I'm very fair skinned, obviously, but believe it or not, I was able to one summer go out for long hours in the sun. I did not use one drop of sunscreen the entire summer, and I did not burn, and I actually became tan. And it was phenomenal. I really enjoyed it. And so I want to share a few things with you. The first thing is I want to talk about sunscreen. I'm the type of person that I don't like putting skin creams and lotions on my body that have chemicals in them. And most sunscreens have chemicals. I'm just not a big fan of that. So for sure, you don't want to sunburn if you're going to be out in the sun a long time and the only thing you have is the sunscreen with the chemicals. I'd use it. You don't want to sunburn, but you want to protect yourself. And you have to understand there's two types of UV rays, two types of ultraviolet rays. There's UVA and UVB. Sunscreen protects against UVB, and UVB is what burns you. But UVA still produces damage to the skin. It produces free radicals in the skin and causes damage. So the problem is sunscreen does not protect against UVA. So using sunscreen lotion alone is not truly protective for you in the sun. So let me tell you how you can protect yourself from a nutritional perspective. So your body is protected by calcium. Calcium in the skin protects you against sun radiation causing damage. How do you get calcium into the skin? So that's what's fascinating to me. We all know that vitamin D gets calcium into the blood. So you have calcium in your diet, you take vitamin D, it brings calcium from your digestion into the bloodstream. But vitamin D also brings calcium from your skin into the blood. So when we're in the sun for a long time, we produce lots of vitamin D, and that pulls that calcium out of your skin into the bloodstream, so you have less protection. So that's the downside of this whole thing. So what puts calcium into the skin? Essential fatty acids, particular types of essential fatty acids put calcium back into the skin, which is protective. So there's this balance. You have a certain amount of essential fatty acids available in your body, and as you're in the sun longer and longer, you're producing more and more D. You're pushing that gradient of calcium moving out of the skin into the blood. So here's what you can do to protect yourself. It's a fantastic strategy. Calcium lactate, the best absorbable form I know of for as a general population speaking, the best easily absorbable calcium out there. It gets into your bloodstream in 2 biochemical steps. Now you want to take a lot of this calcium, but you also need to take, I like Cataplex F. These are the fats that pull your calcium into the tissue. So I like to take a lot of Cataplex F and a lot of calcium lactate, and you have to do this for days or weeks and prepare yourself. So if you're going to be in the sun for 6 hours, 8 hours, you're going on a trip, hey, you know what? If you're not prepared, take sunscreen with you. But the best way to prepare is for several weeks, take these supplements and increase your time in the sun so you can work your skin up to be able to handle that. So it's just like running a marathon. You don't just train for 2 days and run 26 miles. No, you go increasingly to handle it. The same thing with your skin being in the sun. You have to progressively work up your time in the sun so that your skin is prepared for it, so it can handle long duration in the sun. So you need to take these supplements for a while, and you need to increase your time in the sun so you know you can handle longer exposure, and that's how you protect yourself. So those are my favorite supplements to use. A couple tips for you. Okay, so when you're in the sun, I like using oil like coconut oil on the skin. It's protective on the skin. I like to take Cataplex F and calcium lactate internally. That's my favorite thing to do. Now, if coconut oil is too oily and you don't want to be all sopping wet on your skin, then you can use lotions that have coconut oil in them or cocoa butter. My favorite is a brand called Jason. They make a lotion called cocoa butter lotion. It's fantastic. You can use it on the skin. It's a little bit protective. It won't protect you as much as sunscreen against burning, but it does protect your skin. And if you are not going to be in the sun an excessive amount of time and you're taking your supplements, you can use that lotion to protect yourself. Now, what if you do get burnt? I had a summer where I got burnt, and then it led me to this research. And what I did is, after I burned, I put coconut oil in my skin, and it brings the pain level down. It heals you up faster. You can also use the lotion. You can use the lotion or coconut oil after you've been under the sun to recover quickly. If you haven't burned, you'll recover quickly. If you did burn a little bit, it will really help take the edge off, and it'll help you recover quickly as well. So there are some summer sun tips. If you need these supplements, you can call our office. We're happy to help. And please share this video if you found it helpful, and enjoy the summer and stay safe.